Hi and welcome to Microsoft Word document tutorial of number shuffle. Yes, number shuffle. So let me show you guys how it works. You don't have to just keep typing alone on Microsoft Word. You can also have some fun by creating games. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show to you guys how these numbers will be shuffled when I close this system. But right here it's actually telling me how many clicks so far for me to be able to get the number in order. So I'm going to close this. Okay, then so double click on it right here, and there we go. As you can see, the numbers have shuffled around. So all you just need to do is try to put the numbers in order. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Microsoft Word development environment, and we'll try to put one of these together. So let's start a new project. I'm going to go to file and let's select new. There we go. Okay, I'm going to now, let's bring back the whole ribbon. So I'll just hold on to Control F1 and get it all back. Yeah, there we go. Control F1 there. Now the first thing I'd like to do is I'm going to go to insert, and I need table, so it's going to be 4 by 4 there. Now let's go to developer. If you don't have your developer menu, if you don't have it on this very menu, all you need to do is go to file and right there select options, and once this dialog box pops up, click on customize ribbon and make sure you click on your developer menu right there. Now the next thing is, once the developer menu is there, come right here where we have the control, select and then select button. That's the button right there, but we want the button in here. Click. There we go, that's the button. Now I'm going to select the property of this very button. I want to make it the height, I want that to be 120 by 120 there. Now let's come right here. You see we have the font. I'm going to change that font to something readable. Make that bold. Maybe 40. Yeah, let's make it about, yeah, let's say 50 and see how that's gonna look like there. So the first caption on that is going to be 1. That's 50. So all I'm just going to do now is I'm going to copy it across, copy and paste it right in here. Paste and paste and paste. Alright, repeat the same thing for the next row here. And so on. There we go guys. I now have all of my buttons in place. So all I just need to now do is to change the numbers around. So that's going to be number 2 and so on. 3. No, that should be 2. 3. I'm just going to speed that up. Alright, the interface is all designed now, and I'm also going to give all of these buttons, I'm going to give them a name. That is, okay, this very button will be known as CMD1 there, and so on. This is 2, 3 and so on. Okay, up to 16. So the next thing is, you see the table. I'm now going to click on, select the table, right click on it, and let's select table property to get rid of the border. So you see where we have border and shading, click on that and select none. Let's click on OK. So that should get rid of the border for us. The border around it is gone. So the next thing we want to do now is double click on 1. Okay, right in here, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll right click and I'm going to select insert. Let's select model, and right there the first thing I like to do is to create this function. I'm going to call it empty slot or an empty spot checkers, something like that, and this is just to check which slot is empty or not. So I'm going to say by reference button 1 as command button. I'm just gonna get rid of that as command button, comma, and I'm going to declare another one. Let's copy this. That will be button 2 as command button as well. So enter a command there, paste as command button. That's for button 2. Close that. Now I'm going to use an if statement. If button 2 dot caption equals nothing, then I want button 2 to be equals to button 1. Okay, let's say button 2 equals button 1 caption there, and let's just end if. So that's the very first one, and at the same time we get rid of whatever content we have inside button 1. So press enter and change that to button 1 right there. Now that is done. Now we're going to declare a subroutine, another subroutine. I'll call that solution checker. Okay, in here let's say if active document dot cmd1 dot caption equals button 1, and the next one is going to be button 2, and so on. So let's just copy this and let me collapse this. That is 2 and equals 2. Okay, and again copy, the next one will be 3, and so on. 3. So let me just speed that up. Okay guys, so what's happening in here is if all of the button is 1 to 15, then we just need a message box that will say, well, you've got it all right. That's it. Well done, you're a star. Okay, and that's it. Now the next thing is, let me end if. Okay, once the message is displayed, what I then want the system to do for me is to actually count. So let's copy the active document. We say active document dot count equals active document plus 1 there. Okay, the next thing is I'm now going to create another sub procedure. This one is going to be used to actually shuffle the buttons. So let's say, let's get rid of that there. So let's move this a little bit so that you guys can see. So in there I'm going to declare the following variables. So let's say dim a15, that's an array there, then comma dim I and dim j rn as integer there. Now let's say dim a flag as boolean, so that's going to be yes or no, whatever sure might happen there. Now the next thing is, let's assign a value to this very flag. Flag equals false for now, right? And I equals 1. A equals J. A and J equals 1 itself. Then I'm now going to use a for loop here, a do while loop here. Do while I is less than and equals to 15. I want you to do as follows. Just randomize the whole procedure for me, or the whole system. There. Rn, that will, we use that to convert whatever we have into integer. Yeah, that's 15 multiplied by random. There. Close that up, plus 1. That's to make it does. Okay, let's see, what have I done wrong? Right, I'm missing an integer here. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. The next thing is, let's use a for loop now. I have how many? 1. Okay, I need another bracket there. Right. So I now need for j equals 1 to I, and if A equals Rn, close that up, then the flag becomes true, equals true. Let's say exit 4, and if, and get it next. There. So the next thing is, let's move it up a little bit again. The next thing I'm going to do now is use another if statement. If the flag equals true, then flag equals false, right? Else I equals Rn. There should be an equals there. While I equals I plus 1, and if, and loop. Now that is taken care of. So here, let me copy this active documents. So the active document, and I want the active document to be active document dot cmd1, that's for the very first button, dot caption equals, that'll be A1. That's my first button. Assign the value. So I'm going to copy that, paste, and just speed that up. So this one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And we have to change this one around as well. Okay, so I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys. Alright, all of the functions are taken care of now. So have a good look at it. So let's take it from the top. If all the buttons are arranged in order, this message is displayed. Why the one below? That is just to reset the whole system. So you see this one, this shuffle, I'm gonna have to call that, so I might as well copy it. I will call that inside the document. So have a good look at the codes. So that's just a reshuffle. Now let's come into the design itself. So right on the design, I'm going to double click on the very first button. Make sure design mode is highlighted. So double click on that, and that brings you here. So the very first thing I want to do is, you see right up here, select that. I need this one. You see the document, and I'm going to now come in here and select an event or procedure for that very document. You see, open. When it opens up, I want to call shuffle. That means shuffle the numbers around. There, that's taken care of. Now the next thing is button 1. Double click on button 1, but before then we need to declare a public variable. So let's say public count as integer. There, you need that. Now inside button 1, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to now call empty. You see what I have in here? Empty slot, this very one. Copy that. Double click on button 1 and just enter call empty slot, and that is going to be cmd1 comma cmd2. Close that. So what's happening in there is, if I click on 1 can always replace 2, and so on. So the next one is going to be for 5, because if you look in here, 1 can also go into the slot of 5. You see, it can go this way, it can go this way. Okay, so that is 1. Now we also need to call the solution checker. So in here, solution checker, this one, that's the one that will validate to make sure what we're doing is right. So come in here, and right underneath here, once those two are taken care of, just say call the solution checker. That's it. The very first one is taken care of. If I decide to take care of 2, button 2, double click on button number 2, and there. So if we look at button number 2, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Button number 2, we can go this way, we can go this way, and we can go this way. So we're talking of 1, 3, and 6. So double click on that. I'm going to copy all of this, paste that in here. So button 2 is going to be, can change space for 1, 3, and 6. Paste that in there. That is 6 there. So now let's look at number 3. Number 3, we go 2, 4, 7. So 2, 4, 7 for number 3. Double click, copy that, paste, and that's going to be 3, 3, 3. That's 2, 4, and 7 there, and so on. So I'm going to have to speed that up and get back to you guys. And right there, guys, all is taken care of. So that is 1 right up there. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you look at 6, let's go into 6. You see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is why 6 is all over the place. That's it. You can see it's 2, 5, 10, and 7. Let's see, 2, 5, 7, 10. That is correct. That is for 6, and that's the same thing. 7, 8 is 3, and so on. So have a good look at those lines of codes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and this is more or less like form initialize, document open. Okay, and that's it. So let's come here to the module. Here I sort of like duplicated that before. You guys may see something like this, so I deleted it anyway. Get rid of that. Alright, so I'll show you all the code for the modules again, then we need to just have a go at it. There we go. That's the empty space checker, the solution verifier that you get it all right, and the lines of code here we shuffle the buttons around, and there. So I'm going to now go to the design, and let's save it first before I forget. I'm going to go to file, save as, and I'm going to save it right in here and drop this down. Let's select save as type is going to be Word macro enabled document. Okay, so I'm just going to give that the name shuffle number game. Yeah, shuffle number game, and just click on OK. There we go. Let's move this up. You see this one? Get rid of that, so we can now try the program out. Yeah guys, look at that. Yeah, that is fine. So let's rearrange it so that I can get it all right. There we go. Look at that. It's working as expected, guys. I'm very pleased with that. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and you all have a nice day now. Bye for now. So have fun using Microsoft Word. Bye.